Hi, this is Michelle, Scrappin' with my bug. Today I wanted to talk to you about etching. It is awesome because it personalizes gifts. Today I'm going to do a mug for myself, but you can find these very inexpensive if you go to the dollar store. They actually are, you can find some pretty thick and nice glasses there. A couple years ago I made a whole bunch of wine glasses and etched them in people's names and then put a bottle of wine with it and gave it as gifts for Christmas presents. And everybody loves something with their name on it, at least, you know, I do. And those people that have an unusual name or something that's not very common, it's very nice. My hairdresser, she has an unusual name because she's from Germany, so it's not unusual back there, or over there, but it's unusual here, so she can't find anything with her name on it. So when I gave her a coffee mug with her name etched in it and some swirls and stuff like that, she thought it was awesome. So today I'm going to show you what you need. You need a glass or something to etch. You're going to need some etching cream. This I buy at Michael's. This huge bottle. I have been using this for, about a year and a half, and I still have about this much in here. And I also teach classes here in Northern California, and they have all used it too. So if you get a big bottle, it's going to last you a long, long time. So you need your etching cream. You need a decent brush. This one I like to use a wide tip, and I'll show you why. But something that's smooth, that's going to go on smooth. You don't want anything that's going to, the fibers or the bristles are going to come out and stuff, because that just won't be good. Then you're going to need either some contact paper or some vinyl. I use vinyl just because it's easier for me. And then some transfer paper or some contact paper to transfer your image onto your glass. If you don't know how to cut vinyl, you can go to my website at www.scrappinwithmybug.com, click on videos, and there will be one on how to cut the vinyl. So what I did was I'm going to make a cup with a bug on it, of course, and I went ahead and designed, it's going to say a bug juice on the other side. Ha, very clever, huh? So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to cut out your image in your vinyl, which I've already done, and instead of taking away the negative space and leaving the positive like you would to put words on a wall or anything, you're actually going to take up the positive space and throw it away. So when you're doing letters, you want to be very careful that you don't accidentally get something that you're not supposed to get. So see how I'm taking up the letters? I'm going to throw those away, and I'm going to go ahead and do the whole thing. So what you want to be etched, that's the part you're going to take up. So this says bug juice. I went ahead and taken all the vinyl off of it. The blue is actually the backing paper. And then I'm also going to put a little bug head on the other side. So the first thing we're going to do is, you know, take off the space, and then we're going to use our transfer paper. And just like you would with regular vinyl, okay, this isn't coming off very easy for me. Okay, just like you would with regular vinyl, you're going to stick the transfer paper, which is this, it's tacky, or you can use contact paper. Let me zoom out here for you. Okay, you're going to go ahead and stick it directly over the top of the image. And this, if you know how to do vinyl, this is called burnishing. You're burnishing the contact paper to the vinyl. So make sure you get it good, because when you pick up the contact paper or the transfer tape, you want it all to stick. So I'm actually going to take up everything. Oh, the mouth didn't come off. So we can burnish it a little bit more. That's why you do it carefully. There it goes. Make sure you get all your pieces. Okay, this is your backing sheet. You're going to throw this away. You don't need it anymore. And here's your image. Also, when you're doing cutting the vinyl, you want to bring your needle, you want to bring it down because you want enough space around it so when you're putting on the cream, it doesn't go off and then onto your glass. Because everything you touch with your glass, it's going to be etched. So I'm right-handed, so I want to go ahead and see the bug head on my side, and then I'll put bug juice on the other side. So what you're going to do is try to line it up the best you can, or center it. It's kind of hard doing it on camera. So, okay, another tip is I like to stick it on the counter and then squat down, and so I line it up just right the way I want it. So what you're going to do is once you have it stuck to the front, see, I don't really have it on there too well. So you have it stuck to the front, and you're going to want to very carefully push it because you're not going to want any wrinkles in your vinyl. You can on the outside, but you need to be very careful around the edges of the image, because if there is, when you put the cream on, the cream can seep down in the crease, and you'll be left with a big old line. Okay, I'm now done putting it on. You can see how I have wrinkles and stuff here. That's okay, because as long as it's not touching, you can push that one back a little bit, as long as it's not touching right here, because this is what's going to be etched. So make sure none of the, and it's also harder when you're working with something that's curved. It's a lot easier to do flat items. So you might want to buy some, I don't know, a plate or something and practice. But if there's a ripple, you're going to have to either start over or see if you can peel it up. So I've gotten the bug juice put on. Also, another tip is if it's really curved, you can give it little cut marks in it just to help form it. So we're ready to go. What you're going to need is a paper towel and your etching cream. I like to shake mine up just to make sure it's ready and all the stuff is mixed in. So when you apply your etching cream, you're going to go ahead and don't dab it, because then you will have spots on your image. Go ahead and just brush it across here. The smooth, even strokes. Very important not to dab it. I've messed up a couple projects because I was experimenting and really wasn't doing what I should have been doing. So you want to make sure that you cover it with white. You don't want to be able to really see your image. I think it gives the best outcome of your project. Okay? So it's covered with white. You can't really see your, well, you could if you turned it in the light, but you want to cover it completely. Now I'm going to let this sit for about 20 to 30 minutes. I know this says 10, but I leave it on longer. Alright, it's been 30 minutes, so what we're going to do is just wash it off. You can use the brush, but I just use my hands.
Yeah, Mom just used her hands.
Now this is indoor vinyl, so it's just going to peel right up. And we're going to go ahead and just stick it in the trash. Okay, now that I have it all washed, you can just dry it, but you're going to need to wash it with soap before you actually use it. Let's see how it turned out. Okay. Here, let's put something behind it so you can see. Okay. Okay, maybe not. Okay, so we have bug juice on one side. And see how it's not splotchy or anything? And then the other side, I have the little girl Cricut bug. And that's my...
I can't see. I can't see.
See.
I can't see.
So here's the finished product. This is, well, hot chocolate with some marshmallows. You can't really see it too well, but there's the bug. And there it says bug juice. So enjoy. Make a perfect gift.